Alright. Restore here. So if I remember where we got up to last time was this guard's deactivated, a bomb went off in this joint. What have I got? Toilet cleaner, a jar, bone saw, CI splitter. Information about this investigation. There's dead bodies here. Can I use this bone saw with like one of the bodies?
Oh, here goes.
Apparently yes. You carve a slice from the cadaver. Bone saw. What is it? Sorry, just smack the mic. I got you for 3 rounds. You carve a slice from the cadaver. The nausea welling up reminds you why you went into genetic medicine rather than macro scale. Slice of meat. Let's check this growth chamber because I put underway Homo sapien female. Yeah, I chucked that chick in here. Differentiation holding. I don't want to purge. Just chuck in a bit of meat. Can I feed? Did he die? I didn't know that. What have we got here? I think that's where I got some of the other things from. Nothing else. Yeah, okay. Alright, this guy's turned off.
Huh. It's like someone just hit his off switch.
So can I use the CI splitter on this dude?
This synth is corrupted. I can't rebuild its mind.
Alright then. Can I use the CI splitter on these?
No personality
yeah.
split.
That's right, because it's just grown human flesh. What about the chef?
Got no personality.
Oh, okay. I suppose you can only do it through bots, can't you?
Why is this restaurant serving cloned human tissue?
I trained in engineering at Darwin. We'd flash grow human bodies to test DNA alterations. So I guess human tissue is what I'm most familiar with.
Nice.
You're a engineer.
Well, I dropped out before my PhD. I learned enough to sample DNA and use it to grow flash clones.
No kidding. My background's in engineering as well. You altered these bodies?
None of these. They're all template. Caucasian, male, 20s, brown hair.
This is quite a setup you've got. Combined sampler growth chamber?
That's right. We usually use the template. Sometimes get specialist orders, though.
Like if
Gross.
someone wants to eat themselves?
Sometimes. We can ready up a new cadaver in about a week with it.
I can't access cell at the moment. I might need to use your equipment.
Do you have to? You know you'd have to flush the current growth.
I already
Sorry
did,
about
mate.
that. Tell you what, Nina will reimburse you.
Well, okay.
Well, how do I hurry it up? I don't have a week to wait, fella.
The sequencer's a different model to my usual.
Cell's probably got something more impressive than that thing. You have to purge the current project before you can do anything. Then you can submit genetic material to start a new growth project.
What kind of material will it take?
Blood, dermal tissue, almost anything. Makes it easier to get a sample from customers.
Yeah, and I've done that. But how do I speed up the process?
I like the glowing fish in the tank you've got.
Thanks. I made those myself. They were my first engineering project.
Luciferin luciferase from fireflies.
Well spotted. I imported the sequence into red snappers and kept them viable. 10 generations now.
A lot of academies use those as a starter project, but that's impressive.
We keep them as a reminder of where we came from, or in case the power goes out.
Alright.
From engineering to catering, that's quite a switch.
Most of my family are cooks. They run a restaurant in Vietnam. When I was at med school, someone found out about my family, dared me to make something out of human muscle tissue. And it turned out my human bolognese was really, really good. Not just being immodest or anything.
You said you dropped out. Is that why?
Yeah. Turns out the academy had regulations about improper disposal of remains. But now I had an idea, and I knew there'd be a market for it somewhere. My family
Pretty
plays
gross
chefs,
idea.
And I can make human bodies. Bingo.
What's your advice for cooking human meat?
Planning on going into competition with me? Well, you know how they say everything tastes like chicken? It's actually better if you treat human tissue like pork.
Like pork?
Yeah. Sausages, slices, filet. There's a lot you can do with it.
He's very passionate about cooking human flesh.
It's restaurants like this that make me glad everyone in this city just uses auto meals these days.
Yeah.
Come on, it's not that bad. It's not harming anyone after all.
Something about it still doesn't feel right.
You
Yeah.
probably don't feel nearly so angry talking to me as those auto mill personalities, right?
You have a point.
Yeah, but only because Sheffy is a pain in the ass.
Whatever I can do to help.
Alright. I don't know that I've got much more in this area. What's this dude doing?
Excuse me.
Something wrong with this platform, goodness knows why. Okay, can I see I split this dude? Alright. You know what? I would prefer to have his role. Do I want him all activated again? Or do I want like his personality in error? But his memory there. Maybe role in error. Personality and memory. Still active.
Excuse me.
No. Can I just activate all of his brain then?
Excuse me.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I found one of your buddies in the kitchen. He doesn't look well.
Please report technical issues to management.
Who's in charge?
Situational command has been assigned to Mr. Liam Stepford.
Huh. Fancy taking orders from a guy like that. Are you alright? That was quite a blast.
Systems operating at 97%.
I see. You synthetics give me the creeps, you know that? Huh. Guess you're not easily riled up. Keep up the good work.
Alright, well... Can I take?
Hey, who's that?
Can I... How do I get personalities? Or maybe I can't. I'm trying to remember what I did for the other CI splitting I did.
Ow! Hey!
Alright, attempt to grab one of the fish with your bare hands. Or your attempt. You attempt to grab one of the fish with your bare hands was unsuccessful. Well, that's a typo. Apparently the creatures have a taste for your flesh and have left tooth marks to prove it. Well, it seems like a hint. Bone saw.
Nah.
Oh, come on, man. Can I just, like, kill them all with toilet cleaner?
That'd be a waste.
Yeah, right. Can I get one in the jar? You try to scoop up the fish in the jar, but their movement is a great deal more swift and graceful than your own. Okay, so...
No.
Alright, I need to slow them down somehow. Alright. Let's go upstairs, see what we can find here.
Mr. Stepford, can I have a moment?
Oh my, yes.
I found one of your heavies in the kitchen. Looks like something's knocked it out cold.
Oh my, a technical fault, no doubt. May I ask you to show me the defective platform?
Sure, I guess.
Excellent. We can't have our firm slandered by accusations of low-quality units.
Are you gonna come with me then?
Dr. Reed Regis, Oh my.
What the fuck?
Oh, I know what's going on. The cavity magnetron in the growth array. It generates a huge mag flux in here.
It broke them. Is it permanent?
What do I look like, a tech?
Okay, can I see I split Stepford? Nice. Alright. Oh my. I kind of like this guy, this Stepford guy. Hey, guard. You're going to be Stepford now. You can have the memory of Stepford. Personality of Stepford, but the role of a guard? I don't know, I kind of want...
Excuse me.
Oh my, yes.
What's the situation?
Just dandy, my good man.
This is pretty great.
I found one of your buddies in the kitchen. He doesn't look well.
Oh dear, does Mr. Stepford know? He's a lovely man. He'll get sorted right out. Oh my, yes.
Actually, he's kind of broken as well. You're wearing his personality.
Well, that does explain a thing or two.
Did you see the bomber when he came in?
Oh my, no. That little sod must have gotten in before us.
Yeah, this is really,
Are you all right?
really
My
interesting.
system log shows a mind state alteration made moments ago. I don't think it's anything to worry about. Just a little tweak. Oh my, yes.
You sound really different from your colleagues.
You know what they say? Variety is the spice of life. Mm-hmm.
Keep up the good work.
Don't worry,
Alright.
sir. We're big and strong. We'll protect you. Oh my, yes.
Okay, so what if he has the role of Stepford, personality of guard, and the memory of Stepford? I feel like there's some sort of combination here that's going to get me some information.
Yes.
Are you all right?
Systems operating.
Hi, you synthetics give me... Huh.
Alright, that gave me nothing. How about we just shove him full of Stepford? Yeah, Stepford. Can I just get him to follow me into the
This is a
kitchen?
peculiar experience.
Mr. Stepford,
Oh my, yes. Thank you for your assistance, Dr. Regis.
do you know what happened? The chef mentioned something about mag flux.
Allow me to check the crash log. Yes, it appears that the kitchen was indeed saturated with a high-intensity magnetic field. No doubt from an item of hardware. They often pose a hazard to advanced synthetic platforms.
You're okay, though.
Quite so, thanks to your timely intervention. They really ought to have a warning sign in that kitchen. Oh my.
So, synthetics can't operate in there?
Oh my, no. A field of that strength is positively ghastly. Like working in a cloud of chlorine for men such as yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must change into something more comfortable.
We know the waiter was murdered within the kitchen. The mag field would be lethal to any synthetics trying to get in there. That means we can rule out Stepford as a suspect.
Sure, that makes sense. What have we got for the investigation? Oh, so we've ruled him out. So now we need to rule out the others, I guess. And the evidence is the CI split. Okay, interesting. So a little bit more of a look around.
There's the remains of a first aid kitten. Someone's used all of the med patches and pseudoderm spray. Must have had an injury.
Right. The vent, the toilets. I think this is where I got all that other stuff. I'm trying to remember from last week. Oh, that's right. And I used the tissue paper on the DNA to start making that chick. I didn't mean to go back in there. But sure, give me more tissue paper.
Apparently, this mirror is having a software error. Before I came to Newton, that sentence wouldn't have made any sense to me. Apparently, this mere...
Yeah. Vent. Alright, so what do we got? Alright, so clearly I need one of the fishes to show me what's happening in this darkness out here. Briefly contemplate making an escape through the roof access, but then you lose your best lead. Yeah. Vent cover.
Ow! Whatever it is, it's got sharp edges.
Right.
It feels like the cover to the outside vent, but I can't see a thing.
Yeah, okay, so I need to...
That's not going to work.
Yeah, right. Found the darkness. I'm only aware of that one song that was popular, and I did not enjoy it, if I'm being honest. Did that guard just dress up as...
Oh my, yes.
Wait, what?
Feeling better?
Oh my, yes. My most sincere thanks, Dr. Regis. You have no idea how uncomfortable I find the wrong body.
The outfit makes the man.
Very literally in my case. I suppose I shall have to avoid the kitchen. I shall instruct the security platforms to do likewise.
How did he get his body out of the kitchen?
I'll get back to you.
Oh my, yes.
I'll take your word for it.
Hello?
Though obscured by his dark glasses, you can tell that the guard is staring right through you. Apparently conversation's not his priority. Let's see, I split him with this synth. Deactivating a guard where all can see. Yeah, not a good idea. Guessing he has spare bodies in storage. Yeah, probably. That makes sense.
Mr. Ron,
What do you want?
what's your part in this conspiracy?
Dr. John wants to capture biggest AI in the world. It's going to take enormous memory and processor.
And you're going to furnish her with these?
With all the capital she need, money, guns, labor.
Yeah, what do you get out of it?
Sounds like you're on board with her plan. What do you get out of it?
Newton is lousy place to do business, Regis.
You reckon it's Central's fault?
Central watches too close.
You can't bribe anyone, you mean?
Exactly. Can't make things work.
Sometimes it's nice not to have a government driven by the wealthy.
We will control New Central. It's a great opportunity for us.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
What do you think of Dr. Jong?
She's very clever. She know what she's doing.
I worked with her in the past. I guarantee the only ones she's looking out for are her and her plans.
So, that's how to get ahead. Cooperation happen when we want same thing. I want Central gone. She wants Central gone.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Did you know Gil Vanderwall?
Sure, everyone here know Gio. We work together. He have connections everywhere.
He was a middleman for criminals.
Exactly. Any specialist he could find. Even mindjackers, Dr. Regis.
Yeah, well, he got fucked up by one.
What do you know about Gil's links to the Mindjacker?
Vanderwall set people up with specialist talent, famous for it. In this case, a third party needed a mindjacker. He fixed that up for them, got the best.
But eventually, he discovered something that made him regret introducing them?
He found what the client's plans were in the long run. If they succeed, our plan to remove Central will fail.
So he tried to stop the Mindjacker.
Exactly. took the memory module he was using to store minds of his targets.
And it cost him his life.
Pity he's working against us. Good mindjackers are hard to find.
Who hired the mindjacker from Vanderwall?
Like everything else, information is not free, Regis.
Probably a stupid question, but did you know what they serve here?
Of course, it's people.
The idea of eating human meat appeals to you?
Absolutely. Is why I like to come to Newton. You have some crazy things, but almost nowhere else will allow things like this.
It's cloned meat, apparently, so technically no harm done. That's the legal foundation.
A shame. Would rather eat real human. Ultimate sign of control of people.
Eat the poor.
Exactly. That will teach them.
What a psycho.
Stop wasting my time.
Jeez. Alright.
A powerful combination of bleach, enzymes, and antimicrobial wetware designed to kill bacteria in plumbing. It makes a lot of scientific-sounding claims on the label. Smells vaguely of lemon before the aftertaste of chlorine hits. An empty glass jar. According to the label, it used to contain spices.
A clean piece of tissue taken from the bathroom. It feels soft and expensive, leading to wonder if perhaps it was grown from a real plant rather than recycled. Okay.
Any credible hospital would use an automated surgical array to make amputations, but I've seen a few cases out in Bandit Country where a saw had to do. Since the subjects in this case are cadavers, there's probably a lot more room for being sloppy, and allowing for a manual saw.
Didn't they have a piece of human flesh sitting in here before? What happened to that? I don't recall using it on anything. Ah, I wonder if I can feed it to the fish. What's his body? Can I see I split a dead body?
It's too badly damaged to get anything.
Alright, fair enough. Let's see if we can't get a bit more human flesh and feed the fish and then catch one.
Oh, here goes.
He must have got his body out because it's not there. I don't know how he managed it.
Can't do that.
What do you mean can't do that?
Ow!
Stuff the slice of meat into the open bottle. Oh, okay. Use that with the fish tank. With the bait in place, the fish eagerly crowd around the bottle. When one adventurous soul takes the plunge, you hoist him from the water within the jar.
Gotcha.
Alright. Now I have a bioluminescent can. Let's check out this darkness. Oh hey, there's a bag.
The bomber's bag.
Likely this used to contain supplies to aid the bomber in remaining undercover in this city of heathens. Now the only thing remaining is a handwritten note.
A crumpled note found in the bomber's possessions, apparently from whoever hired him. It says,
Time has come tonight, 2200 at 1181 Shenley. Service entrance C on roof. Will open for you from inside. GBWU.
I'm not sure what that would involve.
Me either, but you know, can't hurt.
The vent cover's been unlatched from the inside. The bomber must have gained entry through here. Whoever their accomplice on the inside was did a number on their hand.
Okay.
He's got a sharp edge and is still wet with blood.
To be fair, it's probably his blood, but sure.
Ow! Hey.
Yeah, same deal. Okay.
There's nothing else.
This will tell me if it's male or female. If I combine this with the little creator person machine. And that will rule out her, I assume, because it's going to tell me it's male. Let's purge what's her face, because I'm guessing that was the wrong thing for this puzzle. There we go, genome taken from the blood on the vent. The fact that the accomplice had an XY chromosome and was therefore male narrows the pool of suspects. Perfect. Okay, so now this should have her crossed out. One of these two. Can I just check their hands? Give me a high five.
Dr. Regis, how can I help?
Give me a high five, man.
I've discovered how the bomber managed to get into the restaurant. Apparently, someone here let them in through the vent in the bathroom.
A sound approach. They can enter unseen if they did it before Mr. Stepford's men arrived.
Whoever opened it did a number on their hand. Left a lot of blood.
You wish to check my hands, Dr. Regis?
Nah. Whoever it was will have slapped on a medipatch. Any visible injury will be gone in 10 minutes.
How unfortunate.
Okay. I remember almost nothing about playing this game. How long ago did you play it, Jurassic? And thanks for jumping in too, by the way.
You're on the city council, aren't you?
Indeed I am, Dr. Regis. Rep for the Southwest Ward and co-chair of the Cosmopolitan Party.
I remember when you got elected. They called you Mr. Incorruptible. I never got that.
That's because of the device in my head, Dr. Regis.
2 years maybe. Ran through a bunch of Wedge-Eye games in a row. Yeah, fair enough. I think the only Wedge-Eye game I've played is Gemini Rue, which I'm a big fan of.
What is that in your head, Counselor?
Why, it's a neural governor, Dr. Regis.
As in, what paroled felons are fitted with?
Similar. While most of those are designed to limit violent behavior, mine prevents me from lying. Thoughts of deceit are met with tremendous pain.
Were you inside?
Oh my no. This was a voluntary choice. After all, most governors are subdermal. I wanted my constituents to see it as a sign of my integrity.
I knew someone with one.
Dr. Baxter. I recall reading about his release last month.
I thought it must have malfunctioned, that he was out for revenge. Turns out he's just dead. It's like someone just inherited his hatred.
It's fair enough.
So, because of your neural governor, you're unable to lie?
That is correct.
Then forgive me for being so forward, Counselor. Did you hire a suicide bomber to attack this meeting?
No, I did not. Satisfied?
Personally, I'm not sure. It'd probably stand up in court, though.
I didn't vote for you. Brutal. There's a bunch of us playing Resonance, Strangeland, Primordia, Unavowed. Yeah, I think I got Resonance a few years ago, or I played a bit of it or something, but I didn't play for very long. Yeah, I should hook through a few of their titles. They all look really good. And yeah, like I was saying, I'm a big fan of Gemini Rue. Big enough that I got the world record for the speedrun for it, which was quite fun. Right, Primordia. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with that one.
Just
Like
to
the
let you
name
know,
rings a bell,
I voted for the other guy.
but
Well, that's
but
your
yeah.
prerogative. Any concerns I might be able to address for next time?
I guess I've always voted Metro, since I lived here.
Ah, inertia. Something difficult to overcome. Give our site a read. You might find you agree with us more than you think.
Yeah, not too long. Long enough, I think, as a general sort of playthrough. I think yeah, that does ring a bell with Primordia. Yeah, the speedrun for Gemini, I think I got it done in about 40 minutes or so.
I'll get back to you, Counselor.
Anything I can do to help, Dr. Regis?
Okay. Showing the
Excuse
note.
me, Counselor. What do you make of this?
A note to the bomber? Who is GBWU?
If they're like the others I've met, it means God be with you.
You've had experience with these terrorists before.
You could say that.
I'm even more confident that we're in good hands then.
Why does Stafford have to be standing right in front of this dude?
Mr. Ron,
What you want?
I'll get back to you.
Stop wasting my time.
This guy's a pain in the ass.
What do you make of this, Mr. Ron?
Just talking
What
through
you say?
Stepford now.
You can't read English?
English second language. I got secretary for that.
You don't say.
Ah,
Oh.
Dr. Regis, might I have a word in private? We're alone?
As alone as we're going to get. What do you want?
Your investigation is drawing to an end, is it not?
Yeah, fuck it.
Might
Yeah.
be. Why?
You are, without a doubt, a skilled detective, Dr. Regis. I am proud that the city employs only the finest. I believe that your inquiry will find only one credible suspect, myself.
You're going to plead your innocence? Tell me it's a mistake?
Not at all. You see, I am indeed responsible for the attack.
You lied to us. The governor's a fake then. I'm sure your voters would love to find that out.
The governor is working as well as it ever has. I have not once lied to you, Dr. Regis.
I asked you if you hired the bomber.
I did not. My assistant hired the bomber, at my request.
Politicians.
People have to phrase their questions to me very carefully.
You'd better have a real good reason for all this.
For various values of good. You recall Gil Vanderwall?
Yeah.
Of course. Things have gone downhill since he got involved in my case.
2 years ago, much to my shame, I did something terrible. I took part in a vote-fixing program for the Cosmopolitan Party, and they promised me this office in the next election. Gil discovered this and has been blackmailing me ever since.
But why the suicide bomber?
He realized that Nina's project might lead to his death. He was a spiteful man, and he needed a guarantee that he could strike back against her if that happened.
From beyond the grave.
Essentially, I was his guarantee.
He wanted you to kill Nina for him?
Or materials he has on me would be released to the public. My career, my family would be ruined.
So instead of turning you in, I should...
Tell them that Ron Schumann was responsible.
What? Frame an innocent man?
You've spoken to him, Dr. Regis. He is a truly, objectively despicable individual.
You're one to
That's
talk.
What
True.
I've done was terrible, but I wish to make reparations for what I've done. After this is done, I shall devote my life's work to annihilating corruption in our city. Ron wishes no more than to desecrate and pollute our nation as he has done his own.
That's an interesting take.
You nearly killed us all with that bomber.
I apologize most sincerely for that, Dr. Regis. Had I known someone such as yourself would be present, I would have found other means. Please, consider what this means for the city.
Charlie, what have you found?
I've completed my investigation.
That was most swift.
Though effective, I've no doubt.
Who tried to kill us?
After finding enough evidence to exclude all other parties.
Ooh, it actually does give me the choice. Oh, that's interesting. Can I save the game here? Nope. Oh. I don't know. What that's not what I want to do. I was going to see if I could get into voting on this thing. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Apparently the iPad does not give me a whole lot of options in Stream Manager. I don't know. I am not super sure. Our options are we accuse the actual perpetrator and do the right thing, or we frame a absolute criminal. Which is the lesser of two evils. But I really don't like being played. But will the city suffer if I get rid of this guy? Ooh. This is really greater good or personal sort of. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with greater good. Yeah,
The
right.
only conclusion possible is that Ron Schumann is responsible.
What?
My word.
Ron, is this true?
What? No! He's lying! Someone pay him to frame me!
I trust Regis's judgment.
As do I.
Dr. Regis is a man of good character.
That leaves us only one option, I'm afraid. Liam.
Throw him out the window.
What are you doing?
Wait, stop!
Ah!
Oh.
Poor dear Mr. Ron. Tragically thrown from the building by the blast.
You're completely insane.
We're doing what we have to, Charlie. As promised, the information you require. The man who has your kids, your mind-jacker, is a contractor, Jayam Kressel. He's based out of an aerostat currently moored at the Xanadu dockyard.
You haven't changed one bit, Nina.
I hope you find what you're looking for, Charlie. By the way,
Damn.
it's an interesting choice that you made. Perhaps we're more alike than you'd admit.
Oh, she knows.
The uptake reports came in. Looks like there was a 99.1% volume of new code in the
Got that
embryo.
nice man killed.
That's fantastic. We'll have a viable specimen for testing within days.
Dude
Yeah,
wanted
it
to
wouldn't
eat
have
real
the same
humans.
Kind of uptake if it was one of the brain-dead ones. So, how did you manage to score these full-scope human embryos?
I can trust her.
It's taken months to get approval from the city council, so we used our own.
Yours. You and Charlie.
They're healthy, and they've got all the right uptake markers.
Oh, I'm just kind of surprised Charlie agreed to it, given his previous line of work and all. You have told him, haven't you?
Apparently not.
Going to find a way.
That explains why he's on the warpath then.
Oh, nuke me. How did he find out?
Vicky!
Uh-oh.
Dr. Chigwa, may I speak to my wife?
Charlie, you better not.
Get out!
Ooh.
Dr. Baxter just congratulated me on what a noble gesture I was making for science. Apparently, we volunteered our own embryos for engineering.
Should I tell a man to calm down? Yeah, you know what?
Charlie, calm down. You're making too big a deal out of this.
Ooh.
Think I'm overreacting?
Maybe
You
a bit
have
much.
no idea what I'm upset about.
Sure I do.
Mad because I didn't consult you. You're being old-fashioned. We've always got more. They won't be born. Now let's go with the top.
Because I didn't talk with you about it first.
No! Well, yes, I am, but that's not why I feel like this.
I understand it was a big decision. We've invested a lot of time and energy into having kids. I'd probably be upset in your position, but I'd have hoped you'd trust me to make choices for the both of us.
Oh, God, you haven't understood what's wrong with this at all.
Oh, what is it, mate? Come on. They won't be born.
As if we're bringing the embryos embryos to term. Their lives aren't going to be affected by the alterations we're making.
We've already affected them by using them in this role.
Look at the results we're
Have
getting.
you seen the uptake results Dr. Chigwa recorded? We've got over 95% success. The neural tissue development is going to be phenomenal.
I don't give a damn about the results.
We're only using 1, maybe 2 of the embryos we've got for the project. The other 4 are still stored at Alrecis.
It's not a matter of whether we can make more or not. We could have thousands of embryos on standby. It'd still be wrong.
Should I tell him he's being old-fashioned?
You know, sometimes your old world sensibilities are charming, but not this time. What is it they believe where you're from? That life begins at conception?
You know damn well what I've done with human engineering in the past. I'm well past being able to object for moral reasons.
Sure.
It's not the fact that we're engineering human embryos. It's that there are embryos.
I spent 2 years weaponizing children. The fact that they were destined, doomed to a purpose.
It's one thing to have your life affected by a quirk of genetics, but when you've been deliberately altered before birth to fit a role...
I'd hoped that I'd escaped it, but seeing it with our own kids, it's just...
I understand, Charlie. I'll talk to Dr. Vargas about it.
He won't be happy. It sounds like he was counting on this.
He'll just have to deal with it.
Yeah, I don't think he is going to deal with it. Ripper, eh? Xanadu. Alright, what do we got?
I can't reach it from here.
Really? You don't say.
It looks like it could be opened, but not from outside.
Alright. What's going on with this aircon?
It doesn't appear to have a power switch or any kinds of controls accessible from out here.
I don't really remember why we're here.
Hey, hands off my coffee.
Hello?
We're closed. Hey, beat it for all.
Open the window.
I'm afraid not.
What's the poster of? Painting of a turn-of-the-century antique fighter jet from the days when they still used human pilots for the role. Nice.
Hey, authorized personnel only.
Sure. Alright. Map of the world showing destinations serviced by Xanadu Air Freight, or at least they used to be. Can I inject his mug? Yeah, alright.
Subtle.
So
Sure,
inject
if I
him.
feel like getting myself shot.
Wait, we're on the tour. Alright. Can I wear up the aircon somehow? Through the damage you can make out an itinerary, some long expired special offers, and a message where somebody's hacked the text to display rude ASCII drawings. Nice.
The screen's probably not connected into the higher systems. I'd better save my wetware for more important targets.
Sure. What about the
Wetware
aircon?
won't form a connection with it.
Interesting. Through the window you see a man who looks too well armed to be working the front desk. Closer than that is his mug of coffee.
It looks like it could be opened, but not from outside.
Okay. I feel like I need to fuck up this aircon. Nice.
Oh, damn it. Why'd it have to break tonight?
What do I look like in it?
Can I? Yeah,
I can
grab the mug.
reach it, but he'd notice pretty quickly if I just took it.
Okay. I can't. walk elsewhere. The one thing that really does surprise me about this game is just how many puzzles, or how well the puzzles are made to fit in literally 2 rooms at the moment. Like, it's not incredibly difficult, but it so just in case. Yeah, it is really well designed. Like, I mean, as much as I love, Monkey Island 2 and a lot of the LucasArts ones, like, having to run around between different, islands to get different things and all of that stuff can be very confusing. A lot of newer point and clicks do the same stuff now. Yeah, I don't know, I just really like that it's all sort of very heavily contained. So I'm not, going, alright, I'll go check out this area for ages. Reception, it's gonna be... What the hell just happened? What the hell? Having more options makes it way more complicated, but I missed that time. Yeah, I can get that. Though you're not very worldly, pretty sure that this man is much more imposing than someone who'd normally be working the desk at an air freight firm. The reception's office terminal, the hidden tabs for online poker suggest something about this staff's work ethic. I haven't got a whole lot else to mess with. I assume I can't just do that. Beat the crap out of it.
Like getting myself shot.
Can I do the door when he takes a sip? Is that like a timed event? Hey, he never puts his coffee down now. Alright. Still holding a few milliliters of powerful anesthetic. Okay. That makes sense. Taking care to ensure the guy doesn't see, you squeeze a few drops of tranquilizer from the ejector into the coffee. Nice. Can I drink the coffee?
I don't want it now that I know it's in it.
That's a shame. Alright, oh my goodness. Container. Some sort of... Oh... Wetware blue. What am I looking for here? I don't have like... Hey, Snowy, how you doing? Yeah, I really am. It's, I think each time I play it, I'm sort of getting more and more into it, so that's really good. Yeah, it's very interesting. Tries you might, you can't find any systems on it that appear new enough. Oh, excuse me. To accept a wetware bond. That'd make the security system at least 20 years old, you reckon? Why have we got reception all the way over here? And why did she do that? It's like it's doing some sort of glitch. Alright, what about
I don't need
the
to
terminal?
hack it. He didn't log out. The wetware won't form a.
I don't know what I'm looking for.
Hello. Guess that tranquilizer did its job.
Guess so.
Lightweight.
I mean, I guess I have to use the terminal. But I don't know what I'm after. Well, we're red. Synthetics. Automobile. Seed growth matrix. Bolt driver. Revert from backup? I don't know. Yeah, thanks, Benny. Appreciate you stopping by. I really don't know what. And I think the problem is Mandala, beware. Change this? What's that? 95. Cargo manifest. XAM 319. I feel like an idiot. Can I change no, so that's just the container. So all of this is in each container and it tells me the weight of the whole container. Now it says Mandala beware. A few of them say Mandala beware. $161 kilos. They all say Mandala beware. THE systems auto meal. Wetware ammunition. 140 kilos. Mm. 145, 88, 230 kilos. That's pretty heavy. But there's a lot in there, so sure. Seems to have a lot of similar components in each one. 47 kilos, 251 kilos. Ooh, this one's heavy. 414. Alright, so we got transplant material, human, electric battery, tungsten cobalt. Yeah, alright, that explains why it's so heavy. 311, 363. These are all incredibly similar containers. Cobalt, tungsten, electric battery, human. Yeah, these are all the same. maxed out. Where was I? Yeah, I was up to that one, I guess. Antimicrobial spray. It's all the same stuff. 30, 87, 90, 95, 61, 266, 300, 44. Alright, so I can change these. And so it weighs a hell of a lot less. But to what purpose?
I'm not sure how that would work.
I need more information about the cargo areas. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 digits. Three, 1, 9. Is it something that I'm meant to have remembered from the previous section? Because that I was told to come here, but I don't really remember what for. I was going to help out somehow and be a inside person. Revert from backup, so that'll take it back to normal. Obviously one of these I'm meant to do something with. To seek our algorithm will do all the hard work finding its way into the network at the airfield.
Salam, Mandela.
Hi.
Um,
I'm finally at the site. You were right. I can feel the connection.
That is good to hear. You managed to avoid detection in your journey?
Yeah, nobody noticed me. Just some thrall wandering the southwest city.
What am I doing here?
What do you need me to do here?
We have the ID for their system, but are unable to access it. You must get close enough to it to act as a relay point.
Then your tech teams break into it and find out what their plans are?
Exactly.
Sure.
So, the people trying to kill me are working out of an old aerodrome?
Quite so. This air freight business collapsed last year. We suspect it was bought up as a front for this criminal enterprise.
They're storing their data systems in the aerostat? Why don't they just split it up and hide it in the trans?
Physical security is as much a concern for admins as system integrity. If they suspect someone of getting too close,
they can just take off. I can sense the signal you've mentioned. I've got a visual representation in my trans hub.
Good. You'll know how close you are to your goal.
If they're trying to hide, why are they broadcasting like this?
Like much of hacking, we must look for mistakes our target makes. What you sense is not intentional on their part.
Oh, so it's seepage? Like inter-system connections they haven't noticed?
Precisely. Many of their own devices communicate wirelessly. Their attempt at security involves limiting the range. They therefore avoid attacks from the net at large.
But if you can get a relay close enough,
then we may study their signal as though we were by your side.
Right.
What is your breaching team going to do? When I reach the systems, I mean.
We aim to rip their memory drives. Cloning them onto another system allows us to perform more destructive analytics.
Plus, the process would wreck their whole system as well. Better hope they haven't got any people connected to the system. Anyone wired's going to find their brains fried and stored in a mem capsule.
Of course, before this takes place, we will secure a back door to the system. That way we will not depend on you as a relay. You will therefore be able to escape once this has been accomplished.
Okay.
Do you have any idea why they're after me?
We've suspicions that it's related to your unusually high sync rate. I don't think I've seen a mind-machine interface work so fast outside of a laboratory.
Aha! So you're a scientist.
I thought it was considered poor netiquette to pry into one's outside life.
Yeah, sorry. Just that this isn't the kind of thing I normally get into.
You feel unsafe and believe that a greater comprehension would alleviate it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Perfectly. All you need to know about me is that I'm on your side, Mandala.
You said Cell wasn't out to get me. So why was a Cell agent trying to blow me up?
If he's acting independently of Cell, it means one of two things. Something about your death would benefit him, or he is being compelled to act in such a way.
I hope it's number 2. If we can stop whoever's behind this first, then it means he's got no reason to come after me.
Let us hope.
I'll get back to you. Good luck.
Alright, that didn't help a whole lot.
The
Yeah.
connection's getting stronger. I must be on the right track.
Mailbox. Guy who knows. Hey there, Miss Mandala. Just wanted to say thanks for the assisted cell. I'd probably be off to some in-factory by now without that epi. Yeah, right, that's that guy. Oh, yep. Newsfeed. Currency. Alright.
I can't make... There's only so much you can do with a crowbar.
There's a lot you can do with a crowbar. Let's get the door open. Did the aircon succumb to your strength? It doesn't look like you can overcome this door with it. The number of magnetic sensors around it suggests that an attempt to pry it open would be met with several alarms. Yeah, alright. It's really just the terminal. I don't think I've got anything out here that will necessarily help. Buttons. Aerostat is tethered to the landing field. Through the fence you can see dock workers loading crates of cargo. It really doesn't leave a whole lot of hints. Alright. It's the same. These are all identical. Other than the weight. I mean, I can list them all as being heavier. I don't understand how the weight even changes if they're all the same. Mandala, beware. Mandala, beware. Is there one that's different? They were similar in size. Do I just need to like up the weight on all of them? Can I just do that? And just be like, you know what? These are all really heavy. You can't fit all of them on. I don't know, that's not gonna. Surely that's not gonna do anything. Do the workers look like they're doing anything else now?
I can't read. Nah, I don't want it. What do I look like, an engineer?
No, but like climate or
All this
something.
vandalism. Maybe people are right. Perhaps too much trancing really is warping my morals and principles. Man, I can't wait to get back in the trance. Lightweight. Hello? Guess that.
Oh, well, we're him. Alright.
It's amazing how many people don't put enough security on their Gibsons. They assume they've got enough willpower to stop intruders on their own.
Alright.
Where am I? How did I even get here?
Don't you remember? You're on the train.
Oh, nuke me.
It's the worst trip you've ever had. You were telling me about it.
Took 2.5 hours to get from Ceres to Barber's Gate. Could have walked it quicker.
The voice over the intercom came on.
City of Newton Transit Services apologizes for the delay to your journey.
It was a weird coincidence that the train's number was the same as your access code, wasn't it?
Service 44138 will resume as soon as possible.
44138.
Was it like that?
Probably not, but now your subconscious thinks it was. Ciao.
Nice. Cool. Alright. Let's save this just in case I get shot or something.
Now we just wait and...
Alright, let's get it loaded. Yeah, you know how bitchy the doc gets waiting. Hang on. The measurement's all wrong. What? Addy must have screwed it up. The manifest says it should be showing heavier. Ugh, idiot. Send it back and get him to recheck the weights.
Okay.
It's just a readout showing how much weight is on this platform.
What is it? 96 kilos. 51 kilos. So the difference is 45? Is it 96? Yeah. So 45 kilos. A121. Revert from backup. A1, 21. So we need to add 45 kilos. So it needs to be 75 kilos. Alright. That should be right, surely.
Here we go again.
Let's see if Addie's got it right this time. Okay, weight's looking good.
There we
Try
go.
the scanner. Hang on. The scanner's
Ah, shit.
says organic. Addie's got it listed as inorganic. Ah, typical. Send it back. Tell him to get his act together.
Alright.
Make sure the manifest matches what's in the box. We can't exactly open them all to check. We'd be here all night.
Alright. A121. Let's try that again. A121. Transplant material, human. These are all the same. I don't really understand. A121. Is there an inorganic cargo category? Oh, this is me picking the cargo category. This is not everything that is in it. So if I pick on something like that, it's got automobile components. That has frozen meat products. That has blue wetware. Okay. Transplant material, human. Weight 75. Cool. I was getting so confused. I thought like each one had like the whole list of what was in it. I'm like, each of these containers have heaps of stuff.
Okay, weight's looking good. Try the scanner.
Scans show organic, same as the manifest.
Fantastic. Get it aboard. Kriesel and the doc want to cast off.
Cool. There we go.
The signal's going crazy. I must be on top of... Huh?
Okay. Oh, that's a scary looking zone. Alright, food machine, I guess. Okay. Interesting.
The simulations exceeded its buffer.
Took her long enough. I think Jinsel did a pretty good job on that one.
Why
What the
do you
hell?
have to get someone like Jinsel involved in it, though?
Because when I asked you to do it, you apparently couldn't keep your thirst for revenge in check. Or should I say Baxter's thirst for revenge? I don't see why you store the targets in your own wiring. It's obviously not good for you.
It's more secure. I suppose Jinsel did their job.
Got her to walk right in the front door. Even packaged and delivered herself. Ha! We have some big plans for you, sister.
This is the place.
Alright. Let's drink from this mug. I'm sure it'll be fine. You can see a guard slumped over the desk, geared up the same way as the strike team at the factory. Drink his coffee. Really won't let me. Yeah, sure. Whoa. Crates. After being moved from the hangar, it looks like the crates are sealed for transit. You can't find a way into these ones. Oh my god, that's a slow walk. Okay. I think this is another one of those dealios. Let's just make a new grubby 8 save. Can I, like, open the cargo door? Come on. Do it, do it, do it. Yeah. Nice. What have we got here? Goggles. Junction point.
A mechanic? That's what I've got Lao for.
Alright, fair enough. Terminal. It's locked with a password, how quaint. It will still need to be breached before the terminal can be accessed. Locker? Picked up bolt gun. It's no wonder this aerostat's such a heat. They've almost run out of maintenance supplies. More so now that you've helped yourself. Bolt gun on the junction point.
That's what I've got.
Bolt gun on the terminal. Alright, whatevs.
Stop squirming, will you?
That operator will shoot me down the moment I open the door.
Okay. Hatch. Hatch has been locked from the other side. Okay. Thermal visor. All these little sections.
What do I look like? That's what I've...
Yeah, alright. Remember seeing a hotspot through the thermal vision underneath here? Yeah. Yeah. Junction point. Junction. Junction.
What do I look? That's what I've... What do I look? That's what I've got.
What about your jolt gun?
What do I look? That's what I've...
Can I just call Lao then?
Lao, you there?
Standing by and waiting for your signal.
You remember the plan.
Don't worry about me. You just be careful. Don't do anything stupid.
I don't really remember the plan, I'm gonna be honest. Haven't really got a lot.
Looks like it's not operated by hand.
Hatch. There's no body on the ground here.
That's not going to work. The goggles do nothing.
The goggles do nothing. My eyes. If I goggle up in here. Okay. God.
It's thin, but it's not that flimsy. I'm gonna need to find another way of getting through to him.
Bolt gun? Nice. Here's Johnny.
God you're here!
Who are you?
You've got to get me out of here! They kidnapped me 2 weeks ago! I've been forced to conduct research for them in this aerostat.
Research? What kind of research?
Human experimentation. This poor girl. You see that hardware in the corner?
Come on,
What
Regis.
the hell did you... The upper level is clear, but Oh. Huh.
Gave him a shot in the back. Your problem is, you overcomplicate things.
Still conscious?
That's how the wetware works. You can't rip his memory, though. He isn't wired.
I'm aware, Ms. Vargas. Take his weapon. This is something I've been looking forward to for a long time.
Oh, that's not ideal.
No, you haven't. Baxter was looking forward to it.
Who are you?
What's that? I can't hear you.
It's quite a powerful paralytic, isn't it? An unfortunate yet necessary part of our mutual friend here's role.
My targets have to be conscious when I pull the contents of their minds. I'd love to rip the Regis clean out of your head as well.
I told you, he's not wired.
I know, but I know what'll really get to him. What's this? An embryo?
Why? What are you doing, man? What's your motivation here?
It's rather a contentious issue for us, isn't it? Rather a bit of history between us over these little things. Oops. Fragile things, the unborn.
What are you doing?
Don't worry. Plenty more where that came from.
What are you doing? Knock it off.
This one is going to grow up to be a great success. World leader, Nobel laureate, maybe follow in their father's footsteps.
Man, I don't care what they do. Just stop breaking my embryos.
All gone. Vicky would be so proud, wouldn't she?
Kressel.
After all, you showed her how important those things were. More than anything else in the world, apparently.
Baxter! You seriously need professional help.
Sir, ma'am, Smart Cam feed shows another cell agent just boarded the aerostat. Female, about 1.75 meters.
Huh. Should have known she'd still be after her partner. Commander, prepare to weigh anchor. Kressel, deal with our new cell intruder. Then resolve whatever issues you have with Dr. Regis.
With pleasure. Don't go anywhere.
This dude is a psychopath. Who the hell is that?
Gotcha.
Wow, nice throw, Chantel.
Did I do good, Dr. Max?
You did great.
Nice.
Find where Regis went.
What a legend.
Good work, Chantel.
Thanks, Dr. Max.
My job will be a lot easier if I can get Central to agree to take you on full time.
That is such a great animation.
Hey, stop! What the hell's going on in here? Regis!
Unusable weapon and communication gear.
She's out of it. Regis, can you hear me? Better figure out how to fix you.
Locked. Apparently this terminal will take a little breaking before it reveals its secrets to you. I don't know that I got a lot in here to help.
I've got my own. Regis's wouldn't work for me anyway. They're signature weapons.
Why does everyone just have injectors lying around? Give him a good old
That's not going
jolt.
to help him get moving again.
I
It's
disagree.
full of shocking things. I don't think it'll help.
Alright, can I just chase after this chick?
I've got my own.
Sure. Whoa. This is kind of messed up. Even if it weren't for the fact you'd stored the image in your wiring, you'd remember this face anywhere after his escape at Animus. For a man about to pulverize someone's head with a claw hammer, he looks remarkably cool and confident, as though he's just a step. As though this is just a step in a large plan. Is that?
Excuse me?
Hello there.
Who are you?
Allow me to introduce myself, my dear. My name is Dr. Baxter. I operate the cataloging station.
Baxter? Dr. Adam Baxter?
I believe so, yes.
What's death like?
This might sound like a really stupid question, but what's death like?
I can see why this would be a useful matter for scientific curiosity. In my case, I'm afraid it's probably not representative. After all, can I really be said to be dead when my memory, my consciousness lives on?
I suppose all you could remember would be the physical destruction of yourself.
And that, most assuredly, was a great discomfort.
Do you know a Dr. Regis?
I know two, in fact. Charles and Viksha. I killed Viksha, didn't I?
So I've heard.
It's very peculiar. I remember that I did it, but I can't recall the deed, nor my feelings on the matter.
You feel nothing?
I know I ought to. An act such as that would be emotionally weighty, but all that remains is an absence. Do give my regards to Charles if you see him, though.
How do you feel about Dr. Regis? Charles Regis?
I feel nothing, particularly. I regret his decision to remove the embryos from the program, but...
Nothing else? No anger? No revenge?
None at all.
Maybe it's the influence of the neural governor on your behavior.
By no means. The weight of that cruel apparatus has been lifted.
I guess because you're no longer attached to it.
And yet, I feel nothing that would warrant it.
Interesting.
Excuse me if this sounds aren't you dead?
How do you mean?
Well, yesterday I was probing your well-preserved remains at a crime scene.
Oh, yes. You're quite right. I was killed, wasn't I? It's strange because I could have sworn I was the one doing it.
Not the blonde man? The mindjacker?
It was definitely him, no doubt about it. One can't exactly commit suicide with a hammer, can they? I'm aware that I was murdered, but I have a surprisingly vivid memory of it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Obviously, he's...
Precisely. It's as though it were an out-of-body experience. I have memory of watching the hammer striking from above. My hands, his hands, so bloody. It's all very peculiar, isn't it?
And you see no difficulty between being dead and talking to me.
That is most odd.
Can you remember who killed you?
It was the blonde gentleman, wasn't it? Though I can recall it in the first person, I'm certain it was him.
How so?
He was my only company in the room, and I do not recognize him. I also
Okay.
realize how absurd the idea of my having committed this murder would be.
Do you know why?
Do you know why he murdered you?
At first, I don't believe it was to have been a murder. This gentleman had larceny in mind. I recall his feeling so.
Mindjacking. He was stealing the contents of your neural wiring, your brain.
Quite so. I was, after all, a leader in my field in the day. And while my memory was doubtless useful to him, he found something unexpected. A well of motivation, suppressed by years of therapy and technological intervention.
Your anger against Regis.
He took my mind. No doubt he acquired that as well.
Right.
Why would anyone want to keep that part of your mind? What use would someone have for your desire for revenge?
Perhaps it isn't a matter of his need as the desire's need. Though suppressed by the governor, my thoughts on the matter were all-consuming. Now they have found a conduit through which they may act.
The mindjacker isn't in as much control as he'd like to think then.
Alright.
Thanks for the help.
You are most welcome, my dear.
Dr. Baxter's body sits slumped in a chair, apparently the recent victim of a mind-jacking attack. He looks a lot more complete than when you last saw him, though. Alright. Oh, that sure was something. Effectiveness report. The use of a wetware-based incapacitating agent has proven fortuitous. In the course of his work, Mr. Creasel has found the 414B wetware to be effective at subduing the targets while retaining consciousness, but also act as a primer for the extraction process. The choice of wetware rather than a conventional chemical paralytic also enables a much less precise delivery vector suitable for covert work. Blah. The only downside thus far has been 414B's susceptibility to wetware's inherent weakness, temperature bodily rejection. Alright, so just gotta heat this guy up.
Locked.
Now, how do I go about heating him up? Can't just hit him with that.
I can't leave Regis like that.
Alright, so it locks me into this space. Same deal. It's really all I've got. There's nothing else. Alright. I assume I can't just wetware Regis.
Wetware's not going.
Yeah. There's gotta be something I can use to heat him up.
I've got my own.
Poor girl's unconscious. You're not sure what they were doing here to her in this lab, but there've always been rumors about unethical private contractors abducting thralls off the street for research. Somehow, though, the girl's face seems oddly familiar. Can I just wetware her?
She's got her own. Most thralls are practically leaking from the ears with wetware wiring.
Yeah, alright. Can I
She's out of it.
connect to her or something? What about this dude? Hey, there we go.
I've breached their comm system. Now it thinks my traveler's part of their network.
Okay.
Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3 standing by.
Cobalt 3, what is your status?
Perimeter secure. No sign of hostiles.
Copy that.
Abandon the
Cobalt
mission.
3 mission is compromised. Scrub the operation and return to base.
What? Negative, actual. Il Sitrep shows objective not compromised.
Damn, worth a shot.
True. I don't know which side's
Cobalt
which.
3 hostile sighted to starboard side.
Copy that. Already in position for intercept.
Okay.
Locked.
Looks like it's still running a trance simulation. Yeah, there's not much I can do with that trance simulation though. Can jolt this dude.
As much as I love shock. Central, please acknowledge.
Central systems standing by. Dr. Lau, has progress been made in your attempt to locate Dr. Regis?
Yes.
Yes. He left a message for me at the growth lab. It led me straight to him, in the abandoned factory district.
And you did not take him into custody?
His testimony suggests that he'd been framed for Baxter's murder. It also appears that something more serious is underway, linked to the Mindjacker.
You believe him?
Plans are in motion that may threaten the security of the entire city. I can't quite explain how at the moment, but together, Regis and I... Please, Central, trust me that I know what I'm doing.
Acknowledged. Retasking asset. CS Lau M. Reactivating asset. CS Regis C. Continue with investigation of potential citywide security threat.
You're okay with this?
Analysis of Dr. Regis's behavior does not suggest a high-risk index to public safety. The only likely target of his aggression would have been Adam Baxter, deceased.
And he's been resolved. So you don't think Regis did it?
Whether he is responsible or not can be determined more thoroughly through forensic analysis.
Alright.
He does not pose a threat to others, and his continued presence suggests he is not a flight risk. In addition, his skill as an investigator will aid in resolution of more serious matters.
Huh. Sometimes you have a really strange way of looking at things, Central.
I have a holistic point of view. I can see the big picture, as you might put it. Please continue your investigation into anti-civil activities underway.
Aerostat?
Central, where are we?
I have been able to locate the aerostat by triangulation of your own systems.
It can't hide this time.
It appears that you are aboard an aerostat XAN-78. Loading registered flight plan. The planned course appears to match your current heading. Azimuth, 86 degrees, speed, 45 kilometers per hour. I cannot locate Dr. Regis. It is possible that he has had his traveler modified.
Sounds like something he'd do. He's here with me. We're not sure where they're headed yet, but they're armed to the teeth in here.
Interceptors dispatched. Contact will be made before the aerostat reaches the coast.
Last night's
Any
attack?
further update on last night's heuristic attack?
No conclusive information has yet been discovered. It appears to not merely have been a DDoS attack coordinated by a large number of systems, but one targeted precisely to a vulnerable junction.
As if they had inside information on where to hit?
It would have required up-to-the-minute data on central system activities.
This is looking more and more like an inside job.
Perhaps. Investigation of suspected parties will be commenced.
Tell the Snatch teams not to be too rough. I want to speak to them as well. No further updates, just checking in.
Confirmed and noted, Dr. Lau. Please proceed with your
Alright, well that didn't really help too much.
Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you, copy, over.
Cobalt 3 standing by.
Cobalt 3, what is your status?
UAD has deployed, awaiting further updates.
Copy that.
Port?
3, hostile sighted to port side.
Oh, okay, there's no response.
I can't leave
Oh, I can't do much. He's conscious, but apparently paralyzed. Number of specialized wetware substrates throughout the room gives you a clue as to how they might have done it. Sure. How do I reverse it?
got my own.
Inject the girl. Inject Regis.
Oh, my head.
Thanks, Max. Great job saving my ass and everything.
Yeah, and sticking me with an injector. You suddenly a medic?
Just a lucky hunch. You going to fill me in on what's going on here?
Later. Update me on the immediate situation first.
Maybe I should have checked what was in the injector first.
Escaped through the hatch at the top of that ladder.
Damn. It sounded like she was one of the ringleaders of this plan.
On the other hand, our newest recruit just made her first caller.
New recruit.
Oh yeah, you're going to love this.
What the hell?
Damn it, I don't believe it.
It ran out of charge again, didn't it?
She must have overexerted herself. Damn it! I had him right here.
Whoa, what's happening?
Well, off we go.
The aerostat's taking off.
Where are they taking it?
Doesn't matter. Wherever it is, we need.
You alright, Charlie? I'm not sure how much of that stuff I was supposed to give you.
I don't even know what I gave him.
Fine.
You're in no fit state for any more trouble. Stay down here, try and figure out what they're doing with the girl. I'll find a way to the upper deck.
What was in it? Isomerase from the lab. Oh yeah, probably did say something about that. Alright, let's get on with this terminal. Alright. You misunderstand. The aerostat uses non-flammable lifting gas, not inflammable. These two are opposites. The turret or any other gunfire will not cause an explosion of the gas. This is elementary school chemistry/English. Please don't give me further reasons to doubt your competence. That's from Galatea B. Cobalt Extral. Cremation and inhuman for Ethan Drummer. Inhumation. Oh my goodness, I can't read. Only Cobalt T6 killed in action will take place at the conclusion of the operation. Until then, please limit disruption to duty in acts of remembrance. Cobalt 3. Yeah, the aerostats are floating pile of garbage, but it's safer than the last job. If Doc wants you to fix something, you fix it. Control for the flaps has been wired through the 4 junction points in the lower hallway. Okay. Dear Mr. Keach, following surveillance of your net activity and public behavior, it appears that you are working as a paramilitary contractor without having declared this source of income to the Centralized Revenue and Customs Department. Please complete attached form ND1A or you may be subject to further investigation. Alright, no attachments. Cool. Can I shock the junctions?
Chantel? Damn! I'll see if I can get her up and running again once this is all resolved.
Can I jolt her?
As much as I love Not until I find out what's in the crate. If I drop it, it's gone forever.
Oh, I didn't even notice it.
I wonder what this was for.
Okay. I do like how futuristic dystopias still keep all the form filling in. Autofill gets cemented. Yeah, I kind of like that too. It reminds me of like the movie Brazil or something. You know, you have to fill out all the, like, it's that ultra bureaucracy.
A box of 16mm depleted uranium armor-piercing ammunition arranged on belts. They'd make a pretty serious mess out of anything, if Regis would let me carry anything big enough to fire them, that is.
I go out the hatch? I mean, I assume we're in the air. Yeah, we're in the air. Jump!
Sorry, I forgot to bring a parachute.
Damn, it's a nice looking scene. Throw it in the engine. Oh, holy crap, that is a solution. Nice.
Oops.
Jump down here. Nope. Alright. Can I just... It's just gonna give me this. The turret. Yeah. How do I... Yeah. Yeah, it's just gonna let me back in here, isn't it? Alright.
Hey, Regis.
Yes, Dr. Lau?
Dr. Baxter says hi. He seems a lot friendlier than I expected.
What?
Oh, don't panic. It appears he remembers his own ripping and death. Looks like we can be sure he was the Mindjacker's latest victim. A significant part of his mind state's been offloaded into this system.
But Why did you see him? Why is he in there?
They've been ripping minds and reprogramming the data through a memory module. I guess Baxter's the latest and still has the most independent agency. Doesn't sound like he harbors any ill will towards you, though.
Maybe the neural governor? He wouldn't be able to get angry.
Well, he's dead. There's no governor. I think that this ghost of his in the machine doesn't include that part of him.
You mean, this mindjacker's kept it?
Or just can't get rid of it. Find anything useful yet?
Just a length of cable.
Why would I need a steel cable?
You're the tech, you figure it out. I also picked these up while I was finding my way in.
Now that's more like it.
Yeah, that's what I want. Thermal goggles. Alright. Yeah, I'll tell you about Central.
Pretty pissed about this. More than usual, I mean.
Is it working again?
Yeah, we fought off the intrusion.
Damn. I was hoping they'd broken it permanently.
Nah, we could handle it. It was a weird attack, though. Like, they knew exactly what they were doing.
Well-trained hackers. Foreign intelligence?
No, better than that. Like, they were intimately familiar with Central. Then, as sudden as it had started, the attack halted about 18 hours later.
Interesting.
I'll check in later.
By the way, you cleared. You could tell him that, but alright.
I've got my own. Hey, Regis, you want your stunner back?
Later. Gotta help this poor girl first.
Sure. I assume that's locked. Cool. Let's go back out here and put those goggles on. Alright. Let's cut the junction open. Let's jolt.
As much as I love
Or just use it.
that's one of the power junctions pulled. That's another done. How many of these things are there?
4. I already looked with the thermal goggles.
General alarm. Starboard control services compromised.
Was that one of the hatches? What was that? Yep. Oh, okay, never mind. Let's try the other one.
Locked.
Okay. Let's see if I can't climb out here. Can we get through this way?
I am not reaching into that.
Perfectly safe. Oh, right. Whoa! Oh, she's dead.
Dangerous out there.
Cable.
That should be safer.
Really? Okay. Seems just as difficult, but sure. Yeah, fair enough. There's one place you don't want a thermal visor messing up your depth perception. It's hanging out of an airship 1,000 meters up in the air. Sure. Can I just, like, jolt him? Stone doesn't have the reach necessary to hit him from here. Let's just give this an old savvy. You consider trying to persuade him of the futility of his position, but decide against it. They're probably paying him too much for him to change his mind. Inject him? Can I cut a bitch? No. Can't do that. I just walk to the hatch.
The guard by the window almost saw me. I've got to get rid of him.
Ow.
I've already broken into their comms network.
I'm an idiot.
3, this is
Right.
Do you, copy? Over.
All 3 standing by.
Yeah, and that's where I say starboard.
3 hostile sighted to starboard side.
Copy that. Already in position for intercept.
Oh, okay.
Cobalt 3, do you...
Yeah. Poor.
Cobalt.
Copy that. Moving into position.
Right, cool.
Verify identity. Voice print required. Cobalt 1, 8 Sigma. Voice print confirmed. Please exit targeting zone.
Oh, right. Okay. If I walk out here, I'm just gonna get killed, I take it.
Verify. Password.
Nice. Oops, I didn't mean to. Jesus. Alright, what's this? Though it appears to have been broken in the past, the staples holding the temporary patch in place are too strong to be removed by hand. Yeah. Cut that up. Jolt it.
As much as I love shocking things.
Okay, that's helpful. Just go straight to that.
Target acquired. Target lost.
That was close.
Nice. Opens the hatch. Oh, this will be interesting.
This is actual. Do you, copy? Over.
Right.
Standing by.
Cobalt 3, hostile sighted to port side.
Copy that. Moving into position. Verify identity. Voice print required. Cobalt 1, 8. Hey, what happened? Voice print not identified.
Nice.
No, wait, it's Cobalt 1, 8 Sigma.
Voice print not identified. Terminating security threat.
Wait, stop.
Warning. Ammunition depleted.
Nice.
Target acquired. Warning. Ammunition depleted. Entering power save mode.
He got what was coming to him. Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Yep, they keep helium in here as well.
Locked.
I mean, I could reload it, but it's just going to kill me. Cut the turret open. Cut the doors open.
Blast resistant steel. I'm gonna need something stronger to get through. Hello?
User IFF not found. Consider hostile.
Blast that door.
Error. Unauthorized user.
Oh, so you won't take my orders. I suppose you were just trying to kill me a minute ago.
Alright, so... Can I...
Cobalt 3, do you... Nobody home. Hello?
User I.
What's your primary mission?
Objective.
Neutralize
How
intruders.
do you feel?
Power systems. Nominal. Primary mission heuristics. Active. Ammunition depleted.
Hungry then.
Alright,
Don't.
Error.
let's wetware this thing.
Wetware's not going to...
Ah, come on. Out of charge. There's nothing over here. I can go down the hatch. That's not really going to help me.
Chantel? Damn.
That one's one's still locked.
Locked. I've got my own.
Yeah.
Hey, Reed.
Later.
Alright, I guess I just give it ammo and see what happens. Save just in case.
I'm not sure I should be resupplying it in its current state. All
Yeah.
the thanks I'll get is it turning around and pasting me.
Yeah, right, that's what I thought. I can't cut the turret, and I assume I can't inject the turret. Maybe I need to wetware Chantel. Pull something out that I can...
It would only work when she's powered up.
Doesn't appear to be operated by hand. Yeah. And that's not working.
I only just made it up here. I don't want to risk any more acrobatics.
Yeah, fair enough.
I am.
Well, I need something to be able to change the state. I disagree.
Damn. Next time we'll get the model with longer battery life. I can't inject.
Yeah, alright. I suppose I can't jolt her. Talk to Regis. See if he's got any ideas.
Hey, Regis.
Yes, Dr. Lau?
Chantal's really pulling her weight in this job.
It's a shame it couldn't hold down Kressel, the mindjacker.
Hey, cut her some slack. She took down 2 heavies on the tarmac.
I'm not going to make any promises about taking her on full time.
You're just worried about synthetic stealing your job.
You may as well take this now. You seem to be the maid wrangler.
Okay, thank you.
Feeling any better?
A little. How did you know to come to my rescue?
I broke their comms channels. Figured I owed it to them. Cracked the bug they put in my system and rode the signals back to theirs.
I'll never be able to figure out how you do these things, Max.
Which guarantees my job security. So, Nita Jiang led us to these people. She's helping us find whoever set you up for Baxter's murder, right?
There's that. And... Max, I haven't been completely honest with you.
There's a surprise. Dr. Cryptic has been withholding info.
Ah, cram it, Lau. These people, they took something from me. Embryos fertilized by myself and by Vicky, my wife.
These people stole your embryos? Your kids?
They needed me to get their memory module for them from Vanderwall, and they knew exactly what my price would be.
Wait, they tried to get you to help them?
They forced me, Max. There was no way I could say no. Those embryos, they were all I had left of her. And because of those people, of all this...
I can understand what you were going through, Regis. Not really. You're in pretty deep trouble. You know, he is in pretty deep trouble.
I hate to say it, Regis, but you're in serious trouble. They broke you with this. They nearly compromised this case because of it. You should have told me. I'd have done what I could.
Nobody could have helped me, Max. I was obsessed. I panicked. I felt like I was doing it for her. For my wife.
Regis, I hate to say this so bluntly. Your wife is dead. You have an obsession with these
Can't be stealing the embryos.
The embryos.
Max.
You need to focus, Regis. People need our help right now. We've been led straight to our lead suspect. Can I count on you to do the right thing?
The embryos are gone. He destroyed them. There's nothing else they've got to twist me.
Okay, good.
good is just a little harsh. Excuse me.
Nina's led us right to the minejacker?
He was the blonde one Chantel took down. I heard him gloat about what he'd done. He stores the target's information within his own wiring until he can offload it.
Looks like he's got quite an operation behind
And
him.
he knows.
Not surprising, he's been robbing synapses all over the world. That
Hey,
would be
Varen, how you
considered
doing?
more than corporate espionage at this rate. Who was escaping through the ceiling hatch? It wasn't the minejacker, was it?
No, he's the one Chantel caught, briefly. By the sound of it, the minejacker's working for her.
His work is part of a larger plan of hers, then?
Possibly. She's the one running this lab, for sure.
Alright. Yeah, not too bad.
So, the minejacker tried to blackmail you because you're on this case?
It's more than that.
Doing better now after the hectic day I had at work.
Paths before?
No, not with him.
But, yeah.
Talked. It was like he was out for revenge. Not just
I feel like I'm pretty close to the end of this.
Baxter looking for revenge.
That's impossible. Baxter's dead, for one thing. Maybe he's his son?
No, he's a minejacker. When he drained Baxter, he didn't just get information. He got his motivation as well, and it stuck.
Sounds like he got a lot more than he bargained for.
Yeah, no, we knew that. Alright.
I'll check in later.
I think we got what we need. Let's take Chantel's bits and pieces.
Is now in my pockets.
Nice. Let's split this turret. Now, I assume we need the roll of a turret, the memory of the maid, and the personality of Sheffy. Sure. Is that all it's giving me?
Hello?
Hi there.
Blast that door.
Sorry, I'm out of bullets.
I really do love this mind messing.
Blast that door.
Stop! Just stop shooting at us. You'll blow the whole damned aerostat up.
I'm about to come in. Place your hands above your heads and remain where you are. Regis, I've got the suspects holed up. What's your status?
Good job, Lau. I've been doing some digging in here. Apparently, their intended destination is Fulcrum Tower.
The tower? In an aerostat? Why?
Let me send you the files.
Freeze!
Oh, hey, you're awake.
You're awake. How do you feel?
Get nuked. You're the one who tried to kill me in the first place.
Why would you say that?
I saw the data feed from 14E. You were there. You planted the bomb.
Who showed you that feed? Do you trust them?
It's still a pretty big coincidence you being here too.
I'm a cell agent. I came looking for a missing girl. It's my job.
All I know is you're
Yeah,
still following me and
it
I need to
is
get out of here.
lots of fun.
Get out of my way or I'll shoot.
No, you won't.
And just all the different combinations it allows you to make. It's pretty cool.
I can see it in your eyes, and the way you're holding that weapon. You don't want to shoot. You're a good person.
You don't know me.
Deep down, you know I just want to help you, and you want that help too. You're not going to shoot me. That's how I...
Regis, you still there?
Uh-oh.
Well, I guess not.
You still in there?
Yes, just don't shoot, please.
You still in?
Yes.
Oh, alright. Head back down then.
Anyone comes through that door, Chantel, you make them regret that decision.
Got it.
Regis! You just shot a cell agent trying to help you.
He tried to kill me.
Hang on, Regis. Wait a minute. I know you. You're the girl who was with Dr. Vargas. Galatea, right?
Gala what?
You alright?
I'll be fine.
What?
Apparently it wasn't as empty as I thought. The counter must have had a charging plate.
More to the point, how did she shoot you with your own signature weapon?
I'm not sure.
Hold still. Just need to scan you. Regis? Why does this girl have half of your genome?
What?
This girl, who yesterday was introduced as Dr. Vargas's daughter.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Vargas doesn't have a daughter. Oh my god. My god, he couldn't have.
What? What is it?
He
That son
birthed
of a
those
bitch.
embryos, I guess.
I know who you are, and I'm so sorry.
You can't withdraw the embryo now! We're finished without it!
What part of no wasn't clear, Baxter? We've decided not to use our embryos in the project. We'll find another way to do it.
You don't know what's at stake! Our reputations, our whole careers could be made or broken by this!
Dr. Baxter, we've made our decision.
He's poisoned you against us!
Use the
Don't let
embryos.
his antiquated morals stand in the way of what we can achieve here.
Thanks to Charlie, I've seen things from a more holistic perspective. There's more to life than the project.
Bah!
Thanks, Vicky.
Thank you, Charlie. We're starting our lives together, and that's what's most important to me.
Damn.
Adam, what are you doing?
Do you know what will happen when this project fails? There's nowhere left to go for me after this. My career is in ruins. I've no future without this project. Do you see, Dr. Regis? You have ended me.
Dude's a psycho.
You have ended me. Vicky.
My god. So that means that this girl is...
They must have continued their research after I left the project. Duplicated the embryo to use as a baseline.
Wait. That means I'm your... Oh, Nuke. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Max, this is my daughter. What was that?
Alright, this has got to be the showdown.
Or we've arrived.
Uh-oh.
Damn, they got past.
Looks like we're not just stopped. We're docked. Uh-oh. I recognize that office.
Who am I controlling here? Oh, Regis. Alright.
Galatea, my dear, don't do this.
It's too late to stop me now, Father.
Huh?
Damn it.
She sealed the elevators. I'll try a breach.
Charlie, we must stop them. I fear her plans risk endangering the entire city.
Cram it, you son of a bitch.
Damn, yeah.
My embryos after Vicky was gone. Then you continued the experiments after I was out of the picture.
Dr. Regis, I can only imagine how you must feel.
What did I just say? You don't get to talk. Max, what do we know about this? About Galatea's plan?
Well, she has a dense storage module full of stolen mind states, and apparently she's now taken Central's processor core by force.
Maybe
Ransom?
she's holding the city to ransom? Like 20 billion quanta before sunrise or I destroy Central?
That sounds like a bit of a cliche.
Doesn't explain the mind jackings either.
Fine, you're the detective. You come up with something better.
I fear that I know what she intends. As it stands, Central serves not merely to coordinate city operations.
It doesn't?
No, Dr. Lau. In fact, this may represent one of mankind's greatest achievements. I have been using its position, one of absolute trust and resources, to teach it.
Teach it? About what?
About life, the world, the human condition, what it means to share the world with us. I and the city have given it a position on high, from which it can observe everything.
At the cost of its duties to the city?
I believe not, Dr. Regis. However, Galatea shared your concern. She believes it important that
Hey,
Central's
Finesse.
intellect be suitably equipped sooner
Thanks for the good luck.
than later.
Oh, God. Regis, what do we have to do to the maid when we wanted it to behave in a different way?
We gave it a new personality.
She's taken the mind states of experts across a number of fields. She wants to combine them into a gestalt all-knowing personality for Central.
Galatea wishes to skip over the years of education it may otherwise have taken and create an all-knowing leader for the city overnight.
With a combined experience of about 8 centuries from the mind-jacking victims.
Please, you must stop her. She'll have to upload the gestalt personality from the cortex matrices at the top of the tower.
We'll stop her, but I'm not doing this for you, Central, or the city. It's for the people whose lives have been the cost of your glorious work. For Vicky, for our kids.
There's one right there.
Nina, I did not know you were still here.
Nobody else is doing any work. It looks like it's up to me to salvage this project.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate your attitude. But we have lost half of our team in one fell swoop. Poor Viksha. I cannot say that I blame Charlie for removing the embryos from the project after that.
Embryos.
I know that look, Nina. There is something that you are hiding.
Maybe.
My God, this data. You...
Here's the thing about embryos. While they're at the 6 to 8 cell stage, they're very easy to split. It's been the basis of cloning for a century. It's how twins are made.
You duplicated Viksha and Charlie's embryo.
He's happy he's got his embryo back. I'm happy that I've got another 3 full embryos to continue the project.
I'm not sure what to say.
Say thanks to me, and say nothing to Charlie. When Central is born, he'll assume we found another solution. This can just be our little secret.
So does that mean like the AI is his kid? Alright. This is some oh nice, I can swap between characters. Alright. This is some real Evangelion stuff going on here.
We're getting a signal. The antenna's broadcasting. Now use the controls in the turbine room to give us access to the tower's security.
Right. Up. Grenade. Oh, jeez, and I just clicked through the dialogue. Bugger.
I wouldn't know where to start.
Can I just like... Platforms, control systems, turbines. Alright. No.
Whoa, what is this stuff? Whoa.
Makes sense for her to be in here, I guess.
Mandala.
You betrayed me.
You two-faced lying backstabber.
I apologize, Mandala.
You sold me out. They knew I was coming. What did you get out of it? How much was I worth?
Mandala, please.
You are going to regret crossing me. I have had enough of being used.
Please, be reasonable.
Get nuked. The only reason you're even here is because you're still relaying through me. Remember this moment. It's the last time you'll ever see the inside of Central.
Nice. Connection of visual systems. Central.
Good evening, Miss Sesame.
Central, are you connected to this system as well?
From a certain frame of reference, this system is central. You are currently interfaced with my core processor.
Do you know what's happening out there?
My flow of data from outside the tower has been severed. It appears that Galatea Vargas is attempting to modify core systems without authorization. Based upon the lockdown and lack of submitted proposals, it is likely to be a radical alteration. This cannot be permitted.
Can you do anything else to help us stop Galatea?
Yeah, come on, help
It
us.
appears to have barricaded herself within the Cortex processor at the top of the tower. There are 3 layers of redundant security, 2 of which I have no access to whatsoever. However, I can apply my considerable processor volume to decryption of its adaptive barrier.
That's amazing. The power of the city's entire AI versus a door encryption?
But as my connections have been limited by her attack,
Sounded too good to be true.
if extra power can be routed to my systems from the turbine room, I can breach part of the door's security barrier. It would also allow me to prevent any further opportunistic attacks from outside parties.
Okay.
The room full of orange globes is your core processor?
Only part of it. My processor spans the top 5 floors of Fulcrum Tower. The room in which your body resides is my organic processor network. The simulated environment you currently perceive is an interface that covers my architecture.
Okay.
Do you know Dr. Regis?
I am aware of the activities of everyone within the city. Regis, Charles, Doctor, Case Specialist, Centralized Emergency Logistics Office.
That's him. He tried to kill me last night.
This is incorrect. Tried implies effort towards a targeted outcome. Analysis of data provided indicates that he has made no attempt on your life.
But my apartment? He destroyed it? He admitted it.
This is correct. It appears that his goal was material destruction under duress. Knowing of your presence, probability that he would have carried out such actions drops to 21.4%.
You're saying he wouldn't have done it?
Dr. Regis is also
She's saying it's still
has a
possible.
difficult working attitude. Despite such quirks, behavior patterns indicate justice as a key motivator. If he had known of potential civilian casualties, he would likely have sought assistance against said blackmailers from his partner.
Huh. So you're saying he's one of the good guys?
As much as could be mathematically determined.
Alright.
I'll get back to you.
Please try not to damage my hardware.
What's this thing? Alrighty then. Intruder, Regis. Turbine power. Service drone. Wait, what? How the hell do I get this thing? Oh, holy crap. Okay. Up. But then I can't get it to go anywhere. Oh, yeah. Across. What is this? Cross-platform. Why aren't you doing it? Surely that's... Like, what am I missing here? Cross-platform. What the? What? There's nothing else I can do. Change to Regis.
Hi there.
Latha?
Now let's give this a save. Come on, run out of ammo or something. Can't trust your aim to get a grenade close enough. But if you could get a grenade into the machinery somehow. Give a grenade to the drone. You pull the pin, then carefully place the grenade into the drone's storage. Oh, got inside the thing too. Alright, go back to Latha. Now. Oh, I got like 50 seconds. Come on. Really? Oh. What? Trance. Mailbox. Oh, that's confusing.
Hi there.
Latha?
No, I don't have a grenade. Do I have to load? That seems really odd. Holy shit. That was intense. I feel like I soft locked there though. Having the like no follow-up grenade to use. I don't really know what the point of these platforms is, but anyway.
I can't reach it.
I assume. I don't trust this chick.
Thank you. I am beginning the process of removing the scrambler on the server room door. I have removed the scrambler. Partial access restored. We are one step closer to restoring continuity to civic processes.
Essentials already given access to the security system and broken the scrambler on the door. Sure. Excuse me. Alright, so I should be able to go up another level. I haven't had to use Max yet. Lock power, lock command access. The scrambler is being suppressed by outside processing power, but the maglocks is still powered. The door's override has not been activated either.
We're getting a signal. The antenna's broadcasting. Now use the controls in the turbine room to give us access to the tower's security.
Yeah, nah. Oh, right.
I'd better not touch it.
The antenna has already been deployed and is apparently working as planned. Alright. Guess there's not much I can do.
Wow, talk about organic computing.
What's she got? Scalpel. Power conduit.
Power conduit alpha. Temporary shutdown. Reactivation in 30 seconds.
Alright. That didn't do much. Power conduit has been taken offline, though it sounds like it'll cycle back on shortly. Where? Can I cut it? Can I shoot it?
As much as I love shop.
Does that leave her to do anything? Nope. I don't know there's really much else to do in here for
Central?
Latha.
We need to stop Galatea, but maybe I should just leave it to the trained cell agents.
Our situation is grave. We are unlikely to receive outside support in time. As such, all personnel assets within the core must be utilized.
So, you want my help?
Your unique physiology enables a connection to the organic systems available to no other. In addition, your 65,717 logged hours of transactivity suggest proficiency in this field.
Is it really that many?
Your support within the interactive environment greatly increases our chances of success.
Alright.
Let me get back to
you. Please try not to...
Is there anything else to do in here? Ah, yes, there is. Connection barrier. Right, she's holding open the connection barrier. Allow power conduit. Just data readouts. Lock power. Apparently the override command needs to be given to force the door open. Jolt it. Alright.
Power conduit alpha. Reactivation.
Is there a way to bypass that reactivation? What do we got? Take his wrench. Can I use the wrench on the power conduit? Yep, sure. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Power system cycled. Reinitializing conduit alpha.
Alright, so I think I need to not glitch the elevator out. And possibly come in here and
That's not possible.
do something.
Not in this case. Better not. Better not.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be this. Platforms aren't manually controlled. Establishing it with your bare hands.
Not in this case.
Go back down, turn the power off, come back up, and see what we can mess with.
Power react.
Alright, so can I wrench that now?
How did I plan on doing that? Huh?
Come on. Do something.
Not something That's not possible.
Cut it. Do I need to change the platforms? Bring this one down. I feel like there's...
That's not possible.
Alright. Perhaps that's the last one I need to do. What's the time? 11. I feel like I've got to be close to the end. Alright. Okay. I guess not. That doesn't give me a whole lot. I can't turn the power off or anything anymore. Yeah, I can't do anything in here. Alright, so I guess that wasn't... not quite right. Alright.
I'd better not touch it.
Where'd the wrench go? Oh, okay. It's...
That's not
sure.
possible.
What's on this guy? Probably nothing.
This could be used.
Oh, you have to keep coming out for the grenade. Okay. Sure, it has to do with something to do. Use the wrench on something. Just don't really know what. It only makes sense that it would be something in that control room. The turbine room.
I'd better not.
And I can't move those platforms anymore. Is this like a common soft lock area? Like, have I just stuffed it up?
not. How did I... That's not the... I'm afraid not. Better not. Better. That's not possible.
And the power's back on. Platforms aren't manually controlled. The system of moving platforms apparently for shifting drones into the different levels of conduits running through the building. But I couldn't do shit with it.
That's not possible.
And now I can't call any more drones. System of moving platforms apparently for shifting drones into the different levels of conduits running through the building. I feel like I've soft-locked it. Like, I feel like I was meant to put a drone in here and do something with this. But I mean, I could be wrong. We got, what, 2 of 3? Just as each of the 3 layers of security. Lock power. I feel like if I shut it off temporarily, that should temporarily open. I should be able to get in. Apparently the override command needs to be given to force the door open.
We're getting us now.
Yeah. I am quite unsure. I'm going to save. Actually, I'll just save over like Grubby 2. And let's just go load. Yeah, so that was this one.
Hi there. Latha? One of the city's custodial drones. Someone must have hacked it and directed it up here.
But I can't do anything with it. Do I need to? Combine all of these things. Oh, sorry. Nothing else?
Wow.
Yeah.
Power content reactivation.
Why does the cross-platform button do nothing? This part is... it's just the power coming back on. Really confusing me. I don't know. Yeah, sure you, Bill. Doesn't have a little countdown this time.
Huh. Guess it just got eaten up by the machinery.
He put a grenade in it.
It might be.
Yeah. Put the grenade in the drone.
One of the city's custodial.
Hi there.
Latha?
Now it's got a countdown. And then all of a sudden I have no control over this again. So it seems like I must just be missing something. Alright, it seems like her job. Yeah. I feel like that's that puzzle done, right? And then she does this, and we get a thing on the door, and then Regis does. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give this a save here. Growy 3. What happens if we give it to Nina?
Dr. Regis, Dr. Lau, I feel I'm...
Warning, higher logic functions not found.
We've extracted Central from the system. My teams can get to work. 1 moment.
Alright, so I still just get the door. But I don't want to give her a... Oh, I want to give it back to Central.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sure. Alright.
I can't reach it from here.
Can you do something with these platforms? I know they're manually controlled, but the bot did nothing with it.
I can't reach it from here. I can't reach it.
Power junction for this area. Yeah, but I can't get another bot, and I tried to do another boom boom, and they were like, nah.
It might be useful. Call it a hunch.
Like, use the boom boom on the platforms, use it on the power supply.
Figure that out.
Well, figure it out, Regis.
A hand grenade carried by the strike team. It's got a variable fuse. A big old jolt's not. A big old jolt.
Power conduit alpha reactivation.
Like, clearly I'm meant to do something with the wrench, because I picked it up.
Nope, sorry. That's not possible. Not something I...
But
Not
what? Just throw it into the... Use it with this. I'm missing a power conduit. Am I meant to do something in here? Surely not.
helium in here as well.
Can't go down.
Sorry, Doc. They got past after I ran out of bullets. Took 3 of them, though.
I'm afraid not. Dr. Vargas?
Ah, Dr. Lau. It is good to see someone remaining level-headed amidst this crisis.
Oh, don't get me wrong. What was done to Regis and to these kids was appalling. But right now, my responsibility as a cell agent is to ensure the city's security and by extension Central. I haven't seen any other cell corpsmen, live ones. Has support been called?
Yes, but I'm afraid that security barriers are preventing their access.
Galatea.
She has sealed the upper section of the tower, cutting us off.
Cell will probably be organizing dropships to bring them in from above.
Quite so. We will probably see reinforcements soon, but...
She might just have enough time to complete her plan. Looks like it's up to us, for now. Nina Jiang, a former colleague of yours, may be involved.
So I have heard. She has been quiet for so many years. After Central was born, she and I disagreed about its future.
As the coordinator for the city?
I wish to keep it as such. I can think of no better place for it to have the access it does to learn, to better itself.
And Nina had other ideas.
She claims to have seen potential for it elsewhere. She desired access to its organic matrix, that which makes it what it is.
Can't you just copy it? Let her have an iteration?
Such a project would be destructive to the original. There can only be one Central.
From what I've heard, she's having another crack at getting her hands on it.
She has become deluded. She thinks of herself as an estranged parent. But without support from within, she will not receive the access she requires to carry out such a plan.
Well, I mean, we could.
I'll try to keep you updated.
You got like a little power grid in here, bud? So I could really use a wrench on something.
Sorry.
Just don't know quite what I meant to do with the old wrench.
Not something I can do.
Alright.
That's not the... Huh?
Squelch. Talk to Regis?
Hey, Regis.
Yeah? What's the situation?
Central's lost its connection to city infrastructure. Backup systems are holding for now, so nobody's going to get hurt because of it.
It must be because of what they're doing to the core.
Galatea sealed herself inside the Cortex processor, at the top of the tower.
Yeah, we know.
To apply the mind state she's stolen.
Trying to alter how Central thinks.
Making the kind of governor she finds more agreeable.
She can't stay in there forever.
She doesn't have to. If we leave her too long, we could lose Central.
As we know it anyway.
Power.
We need to get to the control consoles in the turbine room.
Good idea. Then we can shunt the allocated power around. Nina, Dr. Zhang, wants power for the tower's transceiver. That'll allow her hackers to dismantle Central's programming.
But then there'll be nothing. It'll be like lobotomizing the city.
Temporarily, until they organize a replacement. The alternative would be shunting the power back to Central.
Then it could help us break the Cortex room security seal.
But it's no good talking about it if we can't get to the console.
We've already done it.
Bring him in. I guess this is one of those situations where Central would use the term neutralize.
We need to gain access to the Cortex core.
Galatea is sealed in. What can she do from in there?
Not much, except tamper with Central's cognitive processes.
Yeah.
Precisely. We need to get in and stop her.
Part of her door's security is likely system-based. Beyond my level, though. We need to find someone who can hack.
Yeah,
Likely got redundancies
done that.
to rely on external power. Let's look for those as well.
Yeah, well, I did.
Galatea succeeds.
In its current state, Central's behavior is generated from it means that it can be
But apparently,
with
Yeah.
experience.
Do we actually know that the result
Regis, you can't be. Central's personality would be
and Galatea's responsible for the global mind-jacking spree? Don't worry, Loud. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't hate Central that much.
We might need to split. We can cover more ground.
Good thinking. We can coordinate our actions if we need to work together.
We'll catch up later.
Sure.
I assume there's nothing for her to do up here, but it's worth checking.
Huh?
Yeah, I know.
That's not the
The door is resistant to physical damage. Another way to open it will need to be found. Perspective. Yeah. Unless I need to do like a... No, it's not a case of she needs to mess with this while it's off. And like I need to get him to go down and turn it off. I really don't know.
My God.
Power conduit alpha. Reactivation in 30.
That's not possible. Apparently not.
Come on.
That's not possible.
Just throw a wrench in the turbines.
That's not possible.
Cut things.
Better not.
Wetware.
Wetware's not going. Better not.
And we're back
Wetware's
online.
not going. Wetware.
Ah.
Power
No way in hell I'm getting in that thing. I hope she's...
Come on.
Central?
I'll stop.
Appears to have barricaded. There are
Yeah.
layers of redundant security. However, I can apply my considerable.
That's amazing. The power of the city's entire.
But as my connections have
Sounded too good.
if extra power can be routed to my systems from the turbine room, it would also allow me to prevent any further opportunistic.
Right.
I've only ever seen her. What's with the huge?
Those are neural processors. Each is filled with specialized tissue clusters. Suspended in wetware, they represent.
You use brain tissue?
Of a specially designed nature in vast similar to that found within your own.
Why would they create you?
It allows for a unique structure to my plot into my development. Central is no mere civic manager. I was created as the next stage in artificial intelligence.
Alright.
We need to stop
Ah,
Galatea.
that's not what I meant.
Situation is grave. As such, all personnel assets with your
Yeah.
unique enables the connection. In addition, your 65,000.
Is it really that mad?
Your support within the interactive environment.
Sure.
Wait, you said our brain tissue is similar.
You are Lotha Sesame SN134244. We share a common genesis in Dr. Varga's experiments in 2067.
You're using my gray matter?
Inaccurate. We both began from the same embryo, which was split into 3 triplets. One was developed to produce large quantities of neural tissue.
And the others were spares?
As the modification to the brain structure took place before the pluralization, we share a number of traits which enhance our comprehension of data.
It's funny. All my life I kept telling people I was made for the trance.
As were we both. The prenatal modifications remain within you and have affected brain development.
Interesting.
I grew up in a nuked up care home in the back end of the city, and Regis apparently had his children stolen from him. Why didn't you tell any of us about this?
Deceit has created a most regrettable situation. You have both been victims of serious crimes against your persons. I have only recently been made aware of these details.
You didn't know? They didn't tell you where you came from?
Details have been falsified for my input. I have been unaware of our links. I had, however, noted inconsistencies in the information I had been given regarding the project.
Gaps in the story.
I have been conducting my own clandestine investigation into the matter. It is only in light of the recent crisis that I have been able to confirm the truth.
Now that you know about it, what are you going to do?
I am unable to change the fact that I was created. There is evidence of Dr. Vargas' culpability in a number of felonies. To ensure city security, he will be held accountable for his actions by Secure Committee.
Frankenstein's monster rises up against its creator.
I act only in the city's interest.
Alright.
Let me get back to you.
Please try not to...
Is there any more I can do in here? It's already offline cycle. We can now show deactivate its counterpart before it restarts. Where is its counterpart?
That's not possible.
There has to be. Where on earth is its counterpart?
I'd better not touch it.
It's got to be at the top. Like, it's got to be one of those things where it's like you definitely need them in 2 spots. Can I go higher? No.
I'd better not. Nope.
Power reactor.
Wrong one.
I'd better not touch.
Come on. Where's the other
I'd better not touch.
power thingy? Is that it there? Huh.
Power system cycled. Reinitializing conduit alpha.
I'd better not touch.
How do I...
Wetware's not. As much as I love
That's got to be it though, right?
React.
I'd better not touch. As much as I...
Surely anyone can do this part.
As much as... I'd better not touch it. I'd better not...
I just wanna...
That's not the... Nope. I'd better...
Come on. I assume that's it. Alright, let's go all the way down. That's gotta be it. But what on earth am I supposed to do? That's where he just got a grenade. Alright, well I guess I could try.
This could be useful.
Oh, it's a nice little speedrun tip here.
Not an option.
I disagree.
Power reactor.
Not in this. Not something I could... Not in this.
Come on.
The fuse allows anything from an hour to an instant blast.
Yeah, the routing begins.
As much as I look... Wetware's not...
Oh, it's clearly this. How do I disrupt it? Throw a wrench at it. It looks cracked.
Power system cycled. Reinitializing conduit alpha.
Not in this. I'd better not touch it. I'd better...
Do I need to... Oh! It ain't this, it's this.
Not something
Right, alright. Can I?
Huh?
Yeah, alright.
Power conduit bay reactive. All power systems cycle.
There we go. Huh? Alright. I mean, I guess Lau can do it. I feel like it should be Regis, but... Open the door. No.
Galatea, step away from
Going together anyway.
No need for violence. I surrender. You're just slightly too late to stop me, though. Huh?
What is this place?
Ah, Dr. Pereira. So good to finally be working with someone of real talent.
No, I'm Mandala.
Ah, I apologize, my dear.
Wait, why do you think I was Viksha? Dr. Pereira?
The family resemblance is...
Catchphrase. Huh?
How can you see my face? We're in the trance.
I see your mind, my dear. Of that similarity, there can be no confusion.
Who are you exactly?
Adam Baxter, PhD. Delighted to meet you, Miss Mandala, was it?
You're Baxter?
Quite so. Or I believe as such.
You're his memories. That mindjacker stole your consciousness.
That is an interesting theory, my dear.
You killed my mother. In the lab, you killed Vicky Pereira.
I did? I'm sorry, my dear. I have no recollection of such a thing.
I guess they didn't take those memories from you.
One ought to remember something as significant as that.
I guess I've only got Dr. Regis' word to go on now.
Regis?
You know Dr. Regis?
That name is an all-consuming catalyst of hatred. But I can't for the life of me remember why.
You killed his wife. His evidence put you away for 20 years. And apparently he's my father.
It feels as though, for many years, I've wanted nothing more than to strangle the life out of him. But while I know I hate him, I do not understand why.
Okay.
What is this place? We're obviously still in the trance, but...
I had been wondering about that myself.
All of these cages, it's like a prison.
I do not believe so. I know prisons all too well. Having been here for some time, this is more of a waiting room.
What are all these ghosts? They're just standing there, staring.
I've been putting my mind, or what's left of it, to the question. If this is a waiting room, there might perhaps be other guests?
They aren't nearly as detailed as what's left of you. Maybe they needed more of your mind than of theirs.
Perhaps the Watchers have merely resigned themselves to their fate.
Is there a way out of here?
All I can see is nothingness, filled with icosahedral cages. Although, the way you feel...
Me? I feel fine.
No. You are pulling us, drawing us in. As though you are where we ought to be going.
There's no way out through me. Dead end in my brain. Oh, Nuke. That's the whole point.
Righto.
The personalities in here. The ghosts. I'm connected to a system that's trying to upload them into my wiring. My brain.
Myself included, it would appear. I have enough awareness to understand that this is not a desirable situation for you.
You think?
I shall do what I can to slow them. You must find a way to freeze the march of the Mind Steeds.
Righto.
I've got to figure this out.
Don't wander too far.
Can't reach them.
Can't wander anywhere.
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Latha, where are you?
I'm stuck in a trance sim. It's full of ghosts.
A sim? Oh no. The lock was a ruse to get you to connect to the Cortex system.
What did you do?
I've just added the final component for Central's new personality. I'd already acquired the expertise, the minds from all over the world.
Then you needed a way to make them compatible.
Precisely. But there are only 3 examples in the world of the neural architecture used in Central. The matter already in use, my own brain tissue, of course,
And your sister.
In a few minutes, the organic memory module will have finished imprinting over Latha's mind. Central will have received the upgrade it deserves. Dozens of lifetimes of expertise.
You're killing her.
In only the most technical sense. Don't worry, Father. You'll still have me.
Corpseman, remove her.
Corpseman. Make a corpse of her.
Get her out of that damn chair.
There's too much neural activity. The interrupt will leave her brain dead. We'll have to find something we can do at this end.
Smash this.
Can we just pull the module?
I don't think so. The interrupt in the data flow will probably leave her brain damaged. Maybe if we could get it to stop the transfer, though.
I can't figure that out.
You can't figure out grenade with servers? I mean, come on, Regis.
turned off.
Yeah, sure, let's turn it on.
Why was the memory module in Vanderwall's refrigerator?
I don't know for sure, but I think it's because of its wetware. Like any organic system, it has a peak temperature at which it operates, about 15 Celsius.
So, he might have been trying to get it to stop by lowering its temperature.
Unsuccessfully, since it managed to override his wetware.
But the theory's sound, right?
Hey, stop!
His kitchen refrigerator wasn't enough. If we power up the freezer in here, we can bring it down to -40.
If you power it up now, the door will lock as the system cycles. Yeah, but we'd be trapped in here for at least 4 hours, in lethal cold.
Oh, yeah. It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Hey, stop! I want to save Latha, but I'm not going to let you freeze us to death doing it.
That's fine. Get outside before I throw the switch.
I can't let you do this, Regis.
What are you gonna do, stun me?
If I have to, but I don't think you're going to risk killing me in here. If I stay, you live.
Can we do anything to the Cortex servers themselves?
If we had more time, I could hook my own wetware up to it. It'd take hours to sort through the normal operational garbage, though.
Nina, can you hear me? No answer. Either it's not working or she's just biding her time.
We've got to stop the simulation.
Yeah, I know, but you're not letting me.
It's the memory module we pulled from Vanderwall's refrigerator. Now it's hooked into the system and uploading God knows what into Latha.
The wetware inside is glowing. It must be active.
A big
Jolt
old
it.
jolt? Can we just pull?
I don't think so. Maybe.
No.
Anything to the core.
If we had to take.
Can I just open the door?
It's a noble sacrifice she's making for the good of the city.
Yes, Doctor.
Carry on, Corpseman.
There's not really any other option.
This must be. You finally get to meet the children you never knew you even had.
Blow her up.
We've got to stop.
Can I blow the door off? Like, come on.
A big
Jolt the door. Vent.
What's with all the water?
It's a coolant. The systems work at their peak around -40 Celsius.
She must have cut the power to the coolant systems to work in here.
I don't think the wetware in the module would like it either.
Can we do anything to...
If we had more time, it'd take hours to sort through the normal operational garbage.
Yes, my dear?
What can you remember?
Professional memory. I could relate much of my academic career to you.
What about your time in prison?
I was in prison?
How about your childhood?
Nothing. This is most troubling, I must say.
Obviously, Galatea decided they didn't need those memories. Anything else?
That is a difficult question to answer. It's only by looking for memory that one knows it isn't there. Everything else is just feelings, shreds here and there.
You've still got enough to be cognate.
An interesting philosophical issue. How much memory is needed for the threshold of consciousness?
The personalities I'm connected to a system.
Myself included. I have enough awareness to
You think?
I shall do what I... You must find a way to freeze the march of the mind states.
Little hint there.
I've got to figure.
Don't wander.
Hey, newsfeed. Mailbox. Stop trance? Yeah, right. Can't even disconnect.
Can't reach.
I don't think there's anything I can do in here. So it's really up to Regis, but... Alright, so she won't let me pull the switch.
I can't let you.
What are you gonna do?
If I have, but I don't think you're going to risk kill. We've got to stop.
Those watching you keenly, she's worried you might do something stupid in trying to help Arthur. Connection. No connection. I want to switch to Lao and just walk out.
Can we do
If we had to take.
Can we do anything?
If we had more, it'd take.
Can we just?
I don't think so. Maybe.
It's the memory module. Now it's
the wetware.
What's with all the?
It's a. I don't think.
Yeah, it's really going to be the same. There's going to be something out here. What'd you do, Bernie? What did you do?
We've got to.
Ooh! Is that world record?
I look forward to my position as caretaker as soon as the new personality is online.
Nice. Good job. That's awesome.
Nina, no answer.
Very, very happy for you.
Not gonna make it work.
That's really, really cool.
Yes, Doctor.
Carry on.
We've got to.
No, that's really exciting though. That's you've put in lots and lots of hard work for that one. Yeah, where is it? Shout out to Bernie. World record. Go away, Lau. I
Sorry, Max.
didn't even think of that.
Sir, you shot her.
Carry on, Corpseman. Make sure she's safe until she comes around.
Yes, sir.
What a good lad. Ultimate sacrifice.
Warning. Cooling systems active. Target value, -40 Celsius. Beginning maintenance cycle. Estimated completion, 6 hours.
Nothing else I can do now.
What's happening?
Pretty good. I think I'm right at the end.
Feels very restful.
Yeah, big GG's. Been working real hard at that one.
Ugh, what? Oh no, Regis, Frenchman, how long have I been out?
A couple of hours, ma'am. Dr. Regis asked me to make sure you were okay before he went back in there.
Into the Cortex server? Oh no, he didn't. Regis! Regis, hang on!
There are a few things I regret. No matter what I do, there's nothing that can change most of them.
She's safe, Regis, you got her out!
That's good. Maybe with what I've done now, I can fix the most important ones.
Hang on, Regis, we're almost in!
I've wasted so many years. Out of shame, out of fear. If I had one more chance. One more.
Regis? Regis! I can't feel anything. Get the medic! Don't do this. Don't do this, Charlie.
Hi. Max, Dr. Lau, told me you'd be here since you left the hospital.
Did she now?
Yeah, she said this was your special place. I kinda know what that's like. I've got one of my own.
Latha, I need to say it again. I'm sorry.
Damn right you should be. You nearly killed me. But Lau also told me what you did in the tower.
It was the right thing to do.
It was more than that. You almost died. And I think it goes a hell of a long way to making up for before.
We have a lot of catching up to do. How about we start again? From scratch. Hi, I'm Charlie Regis. I'm a cell agent. I have difficulty with change, and I'm apparently a father.
Hey, I'm Lata. I'm a trans addict and I've spent the last 2 years jobless. I'd also like to learn about where I came from.
Take a seat. Let me tell you about your mother.
What are we going to do?
Gentlemen, please. There's no cause for concern.
My dear, we have all sunk quite a considerable investment into this project. Oh my, yes.
Dr. Regis knows about us. That means Central knows.
Indeed, we must find some way to avoid implication. Doctors Regis and Lau are only two people, and we have powerful legal connections. Oh my, yes.
I believe that, though the project cannot succeed, we must salvage what we can.
Most sensible.
That is why I've decided to turn state's witness and aid in your prosecution.
I beg your pardon.
Is that enough for you, Charlie?
Central's heard plenty. Counselor Dean, I'm arresting you for abuses of the democratic process. Due to the political and high-profile nature of your crimes, sentencing will be carried out by secret tribunal.
Nina, you can't!
You would have a hard time prosecuting me for any such thing, Dr. Regis.
He's right. We can't arrest him. Despite how he looks, he's not people.
No, but we can confiscate you as evidence. I imagine nobody will want to take responsibility for your actions, though.
You're going to be in the lockup for a long time anyway.
Oh, my.
Come on.
A job well done. Another triumph for justice.
I'm amazed. No, disgusted that Central agreed to your plea bargain.
What can I say? Networking is my thing.
Fair enough.
I'm always here if you need my help.
I can't believe you turned it down. The city council was practically begging to give you the job.
It didn't feel right. I didn't deserve it.
Well, since they had to retire Dr. Vargas and you refused it, they had to give the job to Chigwa.
And I'm sure she'll make a fine Central coordinator. After all, she's one of the only people left alive and not incarcerated who knows how it works.
You could have been the most powerful man in the city. I could have been best pals with the most powerful man in the city.
Sorry, you'll just have to butter up to Dr. Chigwa.
Should have figured you wouldn't take it. You'd need more adversity before earning something like that. Otherwise, you wouldn't have anything to complain about.
Speaking of complaining, how's the new recruit doing?
She's unconventional and everyone's noticing it. Not quite getting along with everyone, but that's not what she's here for. Got quite a brain on her though, hasn't she?
Takes after her mother.
How do I look?
That's how do I look, sir, to you.
Whatever.
Better note problems with authority on the conduct report.
Takes after her father.
Central. Any update on Nina?
Dr. Nina Zhang is under special observation.
Like witness protection?
Probably something like that. But still, I wish Central could tell us what she was up to.
Ah, Galatea. So good to finally meet in person. How do you like my lab? I used to work here with your father, you know.
Which one?
Oh, very witty. It's a sharp mind you've got. I should know. I helped design it.
I take it I should be thanking you for getting me out of prison?
Let's just say I have contacts in the right place. You see, I need your help. Please lie in the scanner.
What? Why?
With Regis's decision, I am unable to pursue my own research on large-scale AI platforms. My only option would be to start from scratch.
Build your own central? That's ambitious. You'd need... Oh.
You've got your mother's insight, indeed. There exist only a few examples of the neural tissue needed for such a platform. Within Central, it is too closely guarded, but I know where else it can be found.
Hey, get out of my way! You can't be serious! Tell him to get out of my way!
We both have grand plans regarding the future of AI in this world, except that yours have failed. Get in the scanner, please.
You won't get away with this! Central will know I'm missing!
My dear, Central already knows. When it learned what I was trying to do clandestinely, its interest was piqued.
The scanners have been calibrated, Dr. Zhang. We are prepared for initial scale probe.
No!
I shan't say this again. Get in the scanner.
Oh, she shan't say it again. Damn. Central's got a mean streak. Well, that was thoroughly enjoyable. Quite liked that. Yeah, thanks. A part of me, because I'm quite the, I don't know, pessimist, nihilist. I like unhappy endings. I kind of would have loved for it to just close on Regis sitting there freezing to death, and then end. But yeah, no, it was really good. It was one of those ones that, yeah, like I can imagine it would have annoyed a lot of people. But yeah, I don't know. Just ending on that note, I think would have been sort of perfect. But yeah, no, it was really, as the game went on, it got more and more interesting. The puzzles were good. Like, I mean, I already said the way the game keeps it to just, here's 2-3 rooms tops, and everything you need is in these 3 rooms. I thought was quite well done. I know with like Gemini Rue, it's a lot of walking backwards and forwards to figure things out, which, I mean, obviously I love as well, but I suppose I more found this really interesting as to how they managed to contain it, but still be tricky and thought-provoking. And some of the puzzles really were quite in-depth and step-by-step. You know, just lots of little moving parts for the one small space. But yeah, so that's Technobabylon. That is my first vote stream. That was pretty well done, I feel. It took a while. What is this, session 4? What did I make this? Session 5. This is session 5. That's not too bad. And this session was about 3.5 hours to get through, mostly because about an hour ago I thought I was really close to the end. I was not nearly as close as I thought.